OK，你们现在不用导游。OK，我传出去010检 ICA。
你好，
我们是010检，然后证件你给我看，查了没事你就可以继续睡觉。
你一个人住啊？这里？你一个人住啊？
我两个。
两个啊？
Hi, my name is Daryl, and today I'll be following an ICA officer to find out how they conduct their raids. I don't know most of the details, but I do know that the raid today will involve checking suspected immigration offenders, basically people who overstayed on their visit pass or people who entered Singapore illegally.
So the moment anyone is spotted, then we will proceed.
This is Jane, and she'll be the ICA officer I'm tagging along with today. Oh, also, Jane is a fake name, used to protect her identity. So what's the process of the raids normally?
Our advance team is on the ground, keeping an eye on the location. But we wait for instructions from the advance party before we hit the location.
I see.
Yeah.
So what's your role here today?
My role, I'm actually helping out in the screening. So I'm going to verify the identity of the foreign workers within that premises.
Okay. You all actually carry arms on these kind of operations?
For every operation, actually, we do carry arms.
Oh, I see. Why? Yeah.
It's not only used to protect ourselves, but it's also as a deterrence to prevent immigration offenders or anybody in particular from turning violent.
How do these offenders usually get into Singapore?
One of the ways is they will just come in through the normal checkpoints and they stay beyond the.
I see.
Their visit time.
So are you ready? Hello， 黎明厅零检，东西放下来。黎明厅零检，来过来。
你的准证几时到期？
我后天回国。
啊？
我后天回国。你叫什么名？
你是回家？
啊？
你是回家？
后天的机票。
后天的机票啊？
对。
你的老板知道你要回家吗？
知道，他已经在过。
Now I think they're just interviewing the people that are working here. Honestly, quite intimidating. I think there's like 4 people approaching the 菜饭 store. Like they just ask for the work ID and then something's happening out there.
你给老板打个电话。打了，给老板了。说这个我们在OK，你们现在不用打给老板是吧？我们会跟你老板联络。OK， 你跟你老板讲话也是不这样。
So what happened there just now? I think there was a lot going on. I couldn't really hear or see also.
There were 2 subjects at the store that we are conducting checks at. We did a Maybe screening using our device. One of them was established to be an immigration offender. So he has overstayed on his work permit. We will be going to his place of stay to conduct another round of checks on the occupants within the unit.
When you go to the place of residence, what are you actually looking for? Like what's the point of going to there?
To conduct checks on other occupants within the unit. Because if, for example, if the harborer, right, allows him to stay within the unit, right, there may be other immigration offenders.
Hello， 零零 T 零检 ICA， 你住哪个床？后面这个，上面这个，你去那边。
这边都有人的。
对。Hello， 起来一下。这个北部的警察看来没事，先看你证件。
OK。
做网吧的，我是没有做过。
There's also illegal partition in this flat. So they divided it within the flat itself when they're not supposed to.
If you see, there's like some stuff inside.
I see.
Yeah, there's a fan and all. So this is the illegal partition.
我们是010检，然后证件你给我看，查了没事你就可以继续睡觉。
你一个人住啊？这里？你一个人住啊？
我两个。
两个啊？
你还有2个哈？那老公可以不用紧，我们查一下你证件啊。对啊，你在那边看的，现在我们搜一下，看右边的就是走完巴士，我们看一下什么证还是什么证件对。
What I overheard is the harbour and the girlfriend apparently staying in the storeroom also.
So now they are trying to establish the harbour's identity.
Oh, I see. So now they suspect the harbour stays there.
Yes. According to the other occupants, they also say that the harbour stays in that room. Yeah. He's not here right now, yeah. But we are trying to establish his identity.
I see. Is there like maximum occupancy?
6.
How many people are there? Like,
In total?
yeah, roughly.
Staying here 14. Roughly, yeah. Rough gauge. We cannot be sure because most of them not around. They should be working.
Yeah. Apparently they did find a lot of people staying in this flat. So what they were doing here was that they're trying to gather evidence to establish who was the one harboring any potential immigrant offenders that are staying here. So as you can see, that way exceeds the occupancy of a normal HDB already. And then what they were doing was that they're trying to find letters, bills and all that might have the name of the potential harborer. So what's going to happen to the guy now?
He will be investigated by our investigation branch and he will be charged in court for his overstaying offences. He might get a jail term, after which he will be repatriated back to his home country.
So as a bystander, I think it seemed like he was just doing his job. It didn't seem like he was committing any illegal activities. So why do we need to arrest him?
Even though it might be a legitimate job, but it doesn't mean that he's not committing a crime. By overstaying in Singapore, he's already committing a crime in the eyes of the law. So that is why we need to arrest them. For most of the immigration offenders, we do not have their movement records and all. There are not much legitimate job opportunities. So these immigration offenders might resort to crimes or illegal activities, such as robbery, or peddling illegal stuff to supplement their income or tide over their current situation.
Was it very hard to get this job?
Basically, I have to do an interview. In the interview, I will be assessed whether I will be suitable for this job. Some considerations are irregular working hours and the terrain that we'll be going to. For example, if I'm in this lodging house, I cannot be afraid of the cockroaches and big bugs. So I have to be physically and mentally prepared for all sorts of different situations.
Immigration offenders, or IOs, may pose a security risk if they turn to crime in Singapore. In 2020, most IOs employed by errand employers were working in the maintenance and food and beverage industries. The majority of the harbourers and employers arrested had failed to exercise due diligence to conduct the necessary checks on the foreigners' immigration status before employing them or renting out their premises.